How about being on a hot mic? Talking about your future.
Yeah.
This morning on Up and Adams on FanDuel TV, Baker Mayfield was mic'd up talking to Steve Young.
Steve Young.
And it was kind of off air, but it was certainly on feed. And did we just learn that Baker Mayfield's going back to Tampa?
Woo.
You listen.
Most people,
Man, why is it whenever I'm in interviews or sitting down, I get like a million messages?
I appreciate that.
But you get a million messages all the time.
No, not all the time.
Get some pieces back.
We should slate maybe because.
Settle in there, make a career.
Exactly.
Can we slate?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Hard to do, bro.
It is.
Way to go. I started there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Okay, so we'll run it again. A lot going on.
Yeah.
Gronk and Kay in the front screen having a convo.
Exactly.
If you look right behind Kay Adams there, you got Steve Young and Baker Mayfield.
Yep.
And you'll hear him settle in, get some pieces back, have a career there.
Bingo.
That's where I started there, Steve says. If you're listening for it, you'll hear it. Chuck probably slipped by there the first time. Let's run it back. This hot mic thing has really captivated the internet, obviously.
Most people,
Man, why is it whenever I'm in interviews or sitting down, I get like a million messages?
I appreciate that.
But you get a million messages all the time.
No, not all the time.
Get some pieces back.
We should slate maybe because.
Settle in there, make a career.
Can we slate?
Awesome.
Yeah.
I think we should.
Hard to do, bro.
It is.
Way to go. I
appreciate
started
it.
there.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's right.
What do you say?
Steve said have a career there, right? And
settle in, have a career there.
Confirmed it. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because, Baker still has, another 10 years left if he wants it?
He's what, 28?
We forget about how quickly he was bounced around after all the success at Cleveland that took place. Wins a playoff game for them. We don't like him. Get him the hell out of here. Now, Cleveland is in a situation again and again and again.
Sure.
And again. And again.
That's Cleveland.
Since then, football gods might have seen it all take place. He goes down to Carolina. He's on a scout team. He's rushing punts.
He lied.
He's rushing punts.
Headbutt
Scout team. Yeah, absolutely. With no helmet on. Just trying to be a good teammate. Then he goes over to Los Angeles Rams, remember? Wins a game on 2 days' notice on Thursday Night Football with McVay. And wait a minute, goes to Tampa, plays his best football. It's like, this dude's career has already been whoom, wham, pow. And now Steve Young's like, feels like we're in the right spot. And he almost confirms it. Now, he's not going to say, Steve, that's stupid. I'm not going to Tampa. And he probably doesn't have a clue there. But it is nice to hear, I assume, if you're a Buccaneers fan, Baker definitely wants to come back. And he's looking at this as a long-term type situation down there.
Absolutely. We know a lot of guys on that staff, obviously. AQ knows what's going on inside that building. Joey Gilbert, offensive line coach down there, is now at Carolina. Went over with Canales, right? Him and Harold Goodwin. You remember Harold, right?
Goody, yep.
So those guys, Joey told me, not once, but 1,000 times, what a good dude he was. From the minute he stepped into that locker room, he endeared himself to that team. He ingratiated himself. They took him in. He took care of that O-line. And they love him. They'd kill for that dude.
I think we love him, too.
Yeah.
I mean, he stopped by yesterday with that Advanced Auto Parts. That was maybe the best pitch we had heard on Radio Row.
Incredibly efficient. And we saw the pictures from the Pro Bowl with him and Tristan Wirfs just palling around, two peas in a pod. That's the guy protecting him. Now, if they bring Mike Evans back, that's kind of the big.
It's huge.
Yeah, he's up, right?
Yeah, he is.
And him, Michael Pittman Jr.,
Yeah.
Justin Jefferson,
T. Higgins.
Calvin Ridley.
T. Higgins, Calvin Ridley.
Decent little wide receiver class out there.
Yeah, pretty good wide receiver market coming in. Normally, we're looking at the Young Bucks coming in the draft because the Young Bucks have done great. It's like right now, you can get probably, what are they going to make there, all those guys? 15? 20?
I mean, what did Odell get? 13?
15.
And all those guys have been much more productive lately.
Younger.
Like Mike Evans has never had a non-1,000 yard season.
So he's going to get $25 million a year?
Well, yeah, at least. And then Pittman and Ridley and.
As a Colts fan, hey, see you, Vince. Congrats on the gold medals.
Oh, yeah,
Hey, Vince.
That guy's a golfer and a skier.
That's
Those don't go together.
Brain.
Athlete.
As a Colts fan, I want to let everybody know, Michael Pittman Jr., just terrible at football. If you're a general manager around the NFL, this Michael Pittman Jr. guy, just terrible at football.
Don't try to sign him.
Don't.
Cares about farming. Doesn't really care about ball like that.
Yeah, it's like he tries to work too hard. It's like, we get it, dude.
Yep.
He's like too humble, like, bro, okay, you're a wide receiver.
Too dedicated.
Seems to be the only one that just shows up every single day for the Indianapolis Colts.
Tough.
That feels like a guy we need to keep. Michael Pittman Jr. needs to stay.
What do you pay a guy like that?
Well, he could have utilized, and I'm not going to dive into all the business that happened with the Indianapolis Colts, but when Jonathan Taylor decided to kind of hold the Colts hostage a little bit, Michael Pittman Jr. was our best weapon.
Yeah.
And most consistent, showed up, new coach, new offense, new quarterback, and he was like the guy. He could have in that moment been like, "Oh yeah, me too." By the way, I would like to do.
Didn't hear a peep.
Not a one.
Yeah.
It's like, and Jonathan Taylor got his money. It worked out for him. Whatever the case. Does Indianapolis like Jonathan Taylor right now? I don't think so. But if he has a good year, he's all over.
Absolutely.
It's Jonathan Taylor. We're lucky to have it. He did his business move. He did what he had to do. But like Pittman could have done all that.
Yep.
Pittman could have done all that if he wanted to, especially at that time when they had no other weapons and it was a brand new head coach. He chose not to. I love Michael Pittman Jr. But I do think we should still get another one.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how Chris Ballard does it, but if Michael Pittman Jr. was to have somebody else, I don't even know what would happen to him.
Yeah, I mean,